Guys, so I'm wrapping up my evening with a little bit of an update. Day 4 here. It's been tough, it's been challenging, it's been difficult, it's been hard, it's been all those things, but it's been worth it. It's been worth it. I just did an excellent podcast discussing the various issues related to veterans healthcare, veterans wellness, and it was hard, it was tough, because we were talking about issues relating to our time in service, relating to post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, sleeplessness, all these things that are just, they're overwhelming. They can be. And we were discussing what some of the methods are that we use to manage those symptoms, and actually maybe do more than just manage them. We actually kind of help to maybe undo them a little bit. That's the goal, at least. We're working to undo the deep impact that a lot of these symptoms can have. And part of that process is meditation, mindfulness, thinking through the problems, those kinds of things. It's important. It's so important. And it's the difference between life and death in many capacities. It's the difference for me between, being in the moment and not making excuses for not being in the moment. And then it's also the idea that I'm going to leverage my willingness to change up against my capability of change, right? Leveraging those two things, or one for the other, as a pry bar. Like, I put it underneath there and I can get it right in the spot, and then I can pry and I can get it to where I want it to be. That's what I want to do. So mindfulness, the ability of being in the moment, the capability of breathing through bad feelings, it can seem really hokey. Nick talked about it during the podcast tonight. He said, there was a time when I was sitting down and I felt like somebody was trying to tell me about energies from rocks and stones, and it was like, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's real. I don't know if I dig that. And so there's a little bit of skepticism going into it, but even that little bit of skepticism still didn't undo the effectiveness of those things, and it still was effective. It still works. So anyway, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. Today we had to work on the toilet downstairs, not the toilet, but the waste stack, as they call it, the pipe that carries the doo-doo to the places that aren't inside my house. And so those stacks, and it was tough, because nobody could go to the bathroom or run any water down any drains for like 6 hours. It seemed like it was actually like 4.5 or 5 hours, which says a lot about my kids, because they stuck around and held out and didn't have any bathroom messes that whole time, which is a big deal, because I did.